Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
I'm here for Peter.
Sorry, Will. No Peter Parker this week. I think that's what she's talking about. All right, kids. Welcome back to another end of the month episode. Hell, this is the end of the year episode for Ultimate Spider-Cast. I am Phil, and of course, since it's the end of the month, joining me, as always, now let's switch it up. All right. Former king of podcasts, now addicted to the Marvel Snap, it is Ray.
Ho, ho, ho. Now I have a machine gun.
Oh, nice. Coming to you straight from the Nakatomi Plaza Christmas party, it is Ray. And Mr. Signal Doom himself, it is Dave.
Hello, listeners. We're back. We're better than ever. Hey, am I even uncensored? When you talk about uncensored podcasts, am I even uncensored? I thought I would be censored.
Hard to censor you, Dave.
Yeah, I was like, wow, gee, the editors must be kind. That's good.
Did I say uncensored? Oh, wait, I was going to say Ray has the Marvel Snap addiction. Coming, Mr. I have a Marlene addiction. It is Dave.
Oh, yeah, Marlene. She's on my mind. Marlene on my mind, basically.
Now he's just
waiting. Not long.
Now he's just waiting for February for that Madam Web movie.
Oh, yeah. Hey Dave, there's a movie that she's out in right now, like Much Ado or something. Do you know that, Phil? You like it, Dave? It's like a classic retelling of a old, I think, Shakespeare play, Much Ado About Nothing.
What's someone from Madam Web or?
Yeah, Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, okay.
Dave's favorite.
Okay.
And she's the main actor in it. And the big billboard poster, Dave, she's in a swimsuit. I would have thought that you would have jumped at that.
I've not even heard about this, man. It's only coming to my attention now.
Let me find it.
They, all I can say is
anyone but
Madam
you.
Web.
Is that what you're talking about, Ray? Anyone but you?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
Anyone but you.
Oh yeah, she's in a bikini, Ray.
Send that over to Dave. He'd love the trailer.
Just on top of that right now. Anyone but you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know if I've even seen her in anything ever, but she's enchanting, and she's given Madam Web a whole new lease of life, is all I can say.
Well, among other things, hey, Dave.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if it's the same down there, but it's saying in theaters December 22nd. So yeah.
Oh, it's already out here. Well, we got it early.
Oh,
so, yeah.
Oh wow! I mean, it looks like something I'd never watch in my life, but seeing she's in it, I probably will give it a go.
In a bikini, yes.
It looks like a rom-com of sorts or something.
Yeah, it is. It's something like that. But I'm sure you'll watch it, Dave.
I probably will. And I can even pretend that, like, oh, check this out. It's a great rom-com. Yeah, and I'll be like, yeah, check it out. And then I'll be like, check it out.
I mean, as I'm sure Dave knows, she does have nude scenes from out, yes.
You're the one who alerted me to it, man. And that is what made me... I feel like I'm the only person in the world who's looking forward to Madam Web. And
I'm looking forward to it as well. Yeah.
Okay. I just hope they go as hardcore as I want, But we'll see. We'll see.
For once, Dave hopes the sound does go out in the theater.
Imagine if I don't know. I just had this crazy thought. Imagine if the villain in it is Dr. Doom. They could mix up the the universes or whatever. Like
that'd be good.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Well, I think Disney's saving Doom because I heard that's the big thing is like if Jonathan Majors gets too hot for them, they're just going to change directions from Kang and go right to Doom. I heard. So
I heard that's a big possibility that they can actually just snuff Kang and just introduce Dr. Doom,
or just ignore him and just right to Doom. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, Dr. Doom's a lot cooler than Kang, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'd prefer that, actually. I don't see Kang doing much. So, I mean, I'm sorry to say. I know he's a classic villain, but, after Thanos, Dr. Doom all the way.
Definitely.
Oh, please, the world's #1 college dropout. Yeah, Dr. Doom.
Exactly. Face defigured in a laboratory accident, I believe. Warned by Reed Richards.
Super genius.
Yeah, genius. Huge pal of my favourite, Silver Sable. They're like buddies from way back.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. Ray likes her too. Yes. Yeah.
They have an annual dinner, etc. He helped her out against the Nazis or a family or something. It's
there's some sort of there's some sort of like Simcaria and Latveria kind of.
It's fucking great, and they have an annual dinner, and I mean, I could just watch movies about that kind of stuff. You know? Like,
oh my!
Well, maybe she knows the man behind the mask. You know?
Maybe. I mean, maybe things get hot and heated. You know, after a few wines. You know,
Silver Sable and the Wild Pack. You know, come on.
Dr. Doom sipping the wine through a straw because he's got the mask on.
There's a really funny issue of Savage Avengers where Conan meets Dr. Doom. Actually. And he says, Conan says something to, why do you wear a mask? And he alludes to something that he's got, like a scar. He goes, so you are vain. That's what Conan says to him, something like that. But it's actually a really good issue, the two of them sort of across a table. Wow. I think Dr. Doom's a really interesting character, and he certainly hasn't been explored in any of the Fantastic Four movies or anything.
Oh, no. And, we've yet to get a definitive version of Doom, you know, barring some animated series and stuff, you know.
Sure.
A live action who's not being done well.
The thing with him is, when I was growing up, he was always around, you know, in the really primitive early cartoons, and he was very much just a villain shaking his fist. But then as you get a bit older and you read some of the stuff, you're like, oh, this is actually kind of a complex villain.
Yeah. The best Doom is in the comics, for sure. Absolutely.
100%. Yeah.
I mean, basically the archetype for Darth Vader.
That's a good point. That's a very good point, Phil. Wow, I never put that together. Wow, Phil's just blown me away.
Yeah, think about it. Think about it, yeah.
Exactly. It'd be cool if Doom could, like, force choke people. That'd be awesome.
I mean, he knows magic and stuff. Why not?
Yeah, he does. That's true.
Magic and science.
That's right.
Yeah. Either a spell or some kind of robot. He can choke people from a distance.
Oh, that's what I loved as a kid, the Doom bots. They're cool. I love Dr. Doom. I'm all for Dr. Doom.
Do you think Doom would have choked David Carradine, or, you know, just...
Whoa!
Well, I mean, it was tie hookers. There was all sorts of stuff going on in that hotel room. Maybe Dr. Doom made an appearance. So David Carradine, he held his hand like out to me for me to kiss the ring, and I was like, I'm really not going to bring myself to kiss this guy's ring. So I just shook his hand with his fingers, and I was just like, this is a low moment in my life.
Exactly. Like, maybe he thought it was Dr. Doom. Far out. We don't know.
He was on his own trip, that guy. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Big club.
All right, before we get to the issues, I just want to say, how often do we get to say this? Dave was right. I did read that new Punisher series, that issue 1. It is good. I liked it. So
there you go. Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, we say Dave is right a lot. I say it a lot. I go, Dave.
Well, I know you say it a lot, but I don't know if you and Ray say it a lot. But yeah,
it is good, isn't it? And I agree, and I totally agree with you that, like, who cares? Like, it mirrors Frank Castle stuff, but just as an issue itself, I thought it was really. It's excellent, isn't it? A good crime story. You know?
I don't know if they did that just because his backstory is similar to Frank Castle, where his wife and children get killed and stuff. It's just, did they want the Punisher without all the baggage? Because all the stuff that's happened to him over the years. The Angel stuff.
Oh, come on! Surely Frank's going to come back.
I'm sure. Oh, he will come back.
He will eventually.
I think for a while they wanted like a fresh Punisher without all the baggage.
Well, I'm going to read it. I was really impressed. I'm going to continue reading. I do want to do a shout out if anyone's interested. The new G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, the Larry Hama.
I did read that too. Yeah, that is good.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
it was so
okay.
Good. Yeah,
I'm waiting to see where that goes with that.
Who does
chemical
the art?
Weapon.
Is it modern art?
Like, yeah. It's
it is.
What's that? Is it Mooney? Is it Mooneyham or something? Or
yeah, it's something like that. I'll find out who does the art. But no, it's really good, Ray. It's excellent. Like it's really cooking. Actually, you got me really revved up about it, Phil. Last time we spoke, and I went and checked it out, and we did it on the show, and I was thoroughly impressed, and even Rich was impressed, and he's a much tougher sell than me.
Oh my God! And then they have other G.I. Joe stuff coming, Dave, as part of that Energon universe with it's going to be connected to the Transformers stuff.
Yeah,
because
Duke.
The Duke miniseries is starting at the end of this month, and then there's a Cobra Commander one starting in January.
Oh, yeah. I'm all over it.
But no,
is there a Chris Mooningham?
Yeah,
is there a main line as well as Duke and Cobra Commander? Is there also just a G.I. Joe book?
They haven't announced it. No, the only other G.I. Joe book is the Larry Hama that's not connected.
Okay.
But,
they probably want to get Real American Hero out of the gate first, and
maybe But no, even issue 2 at Transformers, like Starscream attacks like this fighter jet, and like one of the two guys in it is Duke.
Really?
Yeah. There's kind of like a Duke Starscream fight.
Is this out yet?
Yeah. Issue 2 of Transformers came out like weeks ago. Yeah. Issue 3 is going to be coming here soon. Yeah.
Man, I'm hopping on board this.
Yeah, there's like a Starscream Duke fight. Like Duke shoots Starscream in the face with like a flare gun and stuff. Yeah. It's like midair. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's gonna be part of the theme of the Duke miniseries. It's like, we fought this giant alien robot, and everyone thinks he's nuts and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, right. I didn't realize this. Okay, that's cool. Whereas Ray, the Real American Hero is just by itself. It's a continuation of Larry Hama's like ongoing.
Yeah, the Larry Hama. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's cool. All right. I didn't realize those two things were out. I am a big Transformers fan, but I have never read many comics. But I think this is a perfect place to try to jump on.
The Transformers is perfect. Again, it's just like that Duke and Cobra Commander. It's all like it starts over at day one. You don't have to know anything that came before or anything.
Right.
So.
That's great. Yeah. It was so cool. 301, man. Like.
I can't wait to see where they go with that chemical weapon thing. Yeah.
It's great. Yeah. It was fantastic. Like it really. Larry Hama just knocks it out of the park, and the artwork is really good, I thought.
I know. Really Can you imagine just keeping the quality up on like the same franchise for like 40 years or something?
Yeah. It's amazing. Like it's crazy, and I must admit I didn't read a ton of his IDW Real American Hero. I did read a lot of the stuff with Chuck Dixon and Larry did, but reading this makes me want to just keep on rolling the old stuff as well.
Yeah, I didn't read a lot of that. I picked up a few IDW issues, but most of my reading was with the Marvel stuff.
It's fantastic. I will say this: the stuff that Chuck did and Larry did a bit, and oh my god, I'm forgetting his name. The guy who did the Cobra miniseries, they're fantastic. There's a really high point around 2010 to about 2013. That's really good. Like it's modern, updated G.I. Joe, and it's fantastic. Before it fell off the cliff with that guy who hated America writing it. Remember that guy? Yeah, I do. I do. That fucking flag burner. And there he was writing G.I. Joe. I hate America. It's like, why are you writing G.I. Joe? Like, who gave you the keys to the castle? You know?
Who's that guy?
I know. I've got him if you want him. Aubrey Citizen is his name.
Okay. No, I didn't.
He's a clown. He's a clown from Clowntown.
Clowntown.
I can't say I know who that is. All right.
Yeah, anyway, whatever. He's in the past, man.
Yeah. All right, but I guess we should get to Scarlet Spider after 14 minutes. All right. Just by coincidence, because we've been going through this series in order. I mean, this time we're doing 12 and 12.1. Just by coincidence, 12 happens to be the Christmas issue.
Oh, Phil. I thought that was planned.
Oh yes, my diabolical plan. I lined this up like years ago.
You aligned it perfectly. No, you shouldn't have admitted it, Phil. You should have just kept it quiet because it is perfect. Yeah, it is a Christmas special. It's great.
So, I don't know.
Sorry, I cut you off there.
Should I do a quick synopsis, or you guys just want to discuss this?
We'll just discuss it.
Yeah,
Dave, what do you reckon?
Yeah, well, I feel like an idiot because I didn't even realize it was a Christmas episode. Or a Christmas issue. Yeah. Did I read the right issue?
Maybe not because it's blatantly 12? Christmas.
The man in the presidential suite.
Yes.
There's a whole lot of Killer Santas. Yeah.
Oh, there is too. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. Well,
how drunk were you, Dave?
I got really confused, but no, I will. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm looking at it now. Yeah. Okay. This is an excellent issue, and this is so much better than the previous stuff with the microverse, which we'll always have to forget. But no, that's right. Yeah, these sounders coming in. No, I thought this issue, 12 and 12.1 were very strong and a real return to form for this series. And can I say, I'm still amazed. This just shows me that a good team can uplift any basically character. This could have sucked, Kaine, blah blah blah. Like none of it's exciting to me, but no, this is fantastic. And what I find so amazing is it finds him really reflective of how he used to be. Yeah. With all the violence and stuff and the killing as well. And can I also say the artwork, and I'm looking at the page here where he says, anyone else wants some Christmas spirit. I need this Marvel Legends figure. Is there a Marvel Legends figure with this costume for this character?
Yeah.
I need it.
Yeah, it's an old one, I think. But, yeah. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Dave. I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed both of them. I probably enjoyed 12 a bit more than 12.1 because I just love the festive theme. It's just kind of like a one and done as well. And, we've had them before in The Incredible Hulk, in Punisher. There's Christmas specials with Killer Santas. And it was just fun. And I think, again, Yost on point with what you say, Dave, with Kaine's character. I just think it's so really well kind of developed and reiterated throughout the issues. And just him, that opening with him drunk on 3 beers, not wanting to do anything. And just him not wanting to be a hero. I mean, it can potentially become annoying when a hero or anti-hero keeps on saying that, but I think he's just done really well. And because he's so different from Peter Parker, he's got the tattoo down the arm. He drinks, he curses. I love the $2 swear jar that Araceli, says that there's some nice humor as well in this, especially with his supporting cast. So really strong, and the premise was just, it was just fun, and I thought it was a MVP has to go to Annabelle. Like she had the foresight to say, look, there's more money if you want. It's a guy in the presidential suite, and she leads the guy straight to Kaine for an easy win. But it was just so fun. It was quick. The art was really good. Just really enjoyed it. So and 12.1 very much the same as well.
A perfect one and done, Ray. Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
Honestly.
Yeah, no, for sure. And to an extent as well, 12.1 as a one and done, because it does lead into, we see like some wolves later on. So, there's a little bit of a thread going through. But 12.1 was really good. Dave, I thought you would have lapped this up because to me this was, in a way, Scarlet Spider's version of like the Punisher, taking on like human trafficking, taking on like prostitution. This is really heavy stuff.
Well, this is the kind of thing that I think, like if the cops won't do it, someone else will.
Yeah.
Or should. And no, this was fantastic. And I totally agree with you. And he really rips into them, like massively.
Well, he goes through all the gangs, like in almost a week. He just goes through them just to find a name. Was it Tommy Malalanga or something?
The Asian guy with the one eye. And then, how about, I was so surprised when that guy just showed up and they just broke that guy's neck.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, wow. So is the big boss the Kingpin? Is that
what he's muscled in, I think. So he's basically said he's going to take care of that, of Houston now.
I think this was the point. I don't know, Ray, if you remember, but I mean, the Kingpin was running the hand at one point, so I think this might be around there.
Okay. He's run it a few times, right? But there is you're right. There is a correlation between, definitely.
Yeah, and it was good to see the hand were there, and that was great to see as well.
Yeah, it's good to see the hand too. They're always a bit scary. But Kaine, stabbed, punched, he beats them all. It was funny to see Bruiser there as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he had the aim thing across him.
Yeah, the aim, yeah.
So I've got a question. So when they were saying, when he was finding the victims with the mark of Kaine, it just so happened that the guy from their hand had the sort of burning hand.
Similar.
Okay, right.
I think he had a similar power, but it was obviously triggering for Kaine because that's what he used to do, which was...
And did you see the part where Scarlet Spider was going to rip the guy's face off and he had the thing as a claw and he was about to do it? And then he goes, oh, but someone's already done it.
Yeah.
So he was,
Yeah, what happened at that? He cuts the guy's nose off. That was pretty gruesome. But that was the only little bit I couldn't follow. Where did he get that kind of blade from? Like the guy attacks him with the knife, and when he busts into the brothel, and all of a sudden Kaine's got like a sharp blade. I didn't really understand that, but did you pick that up, Phil? Or
did he pick it up from somewhere? Because
it was off. It was very quick between panels.
I think he caught it. I think he caught it, man.
Yeah, I think at one point the guy has two knives. So I don't know if he grabbed the one.
The guy goes to swing at him, and then it goes schluck, and it looks like he's caught like what almost looks seriously like a batarang.
Yeah,
and then he smashes the guy's face.
That's why it doesn't compute with Ray. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
So I reject all Batarang product.
Ray, I couldn't let the year end without that. Come on.
Yeah.
Batman.
And he does cut the guy's nose off.
My favourite character.
Yeah, his nose is quite graphic. You know, the guy looks like Red Skull.
Yeah, man. Where are we on getting this guy on the show, Phil? Because we need to like bow down.
Like I said, this would be Chris Yost. I mean, I'd love to have him. It might be tricky because I looked it up. He is on the West Coast, so he is 3 hours behind me. Even so, yeah.
Well, I can make myself available because God knows I once stayed up for 3 a.m. for the mighty man Chuck Dixon after a Bon Jovi concert. And we went for 3 hours, you know, so I had gas in the tank.
Jeez.
Yeah. So I've made some sacrifices before. I mean, all gave some gave all, you know.
Now we just need Ray to do an all-night Marvel Snap binge, which I'm sure won't be that difficult.
Come on. I got up at 4 a.m. to talk to Doug Mensch. That was and I had a heavy cold, a huge cold. You can hear it on the episode. So I thought that was a bit of an effort.
But Ray, you agree with me that like sometimes like for these people, you're prepared to, you know, depending on the person, depending on how important they are. Like Doug Munch is massive in Moon Knight.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
And I mean, obviously, fantastic.
Oh, you go there,
Batman and everything, you know. He did Planet of the Apes.
He did.
Like Doug Munch is one of those guys who's got so much stuff, you know.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he's got a lot, but he's got.
He does. No,
it'd be hilarious if Ray brought up Moon Knight. He goes, I don't want to talk about that.
Exactly. What was that?
No Moon Knight questions. Have you had Chuck Dixon on your Into the Night thing?
No, I haven't. I'd like to, but like you've told me numerous times, he's forgot. He doesn't remember writing Moon Knight, so I don't know how much he can.
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
Okay.
I think it's just no. Sorry, it's more like it's just one more character. You know, he'll talk about all the mercenary stuff and everything.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great. Mark Spector Moon Knight. Yeah,
I asked him about it. No, he remembers that. He'll talk about how he was, inspired by Dogs of War. He loved all the mercenary aspect because he was told by his editor to take out the
that's been documented. Yeah, exactly.
I guess you don't need him now. I've just told you what he's going to do.
You told me. Yeah. No, it'd be good to get Chuck on.
Introduce him to your audience if they haven't had enough cross promotion from me. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because it'd be interesting to talk to Chuck just because I know when we talked to DG Chichester, we talked about when they did that Dead Man's Hand crossover back in the 90s, those two and Fabian with Chichester said they sat down for a lunch and plotted out that whole thing over a lunch.
What a trio!
Yeah,
Missy Aza, Chichester, and Dixon.
Yeah.
All on top of their powers, just cranked it out. Beautiful.
They had
stuff.
Tombstone, if I'm not mistaken, as well.
Oh, yep. Tombstone. At Lil's favorite spot, Las Vegas, yes.
With Nomad, I think, as well.
Las Vegas. Great stuff. Yeah.
Speaking of Chichester, go pick up Daredevil Black Armor #1 and check out our interview with him all about it.
Yeah. I've got Black Armor. I haven't read it, so I can't wait to read it. Looks good.
Oh, it was so good. And then he goes, he's like, this is like the slow issue. We're like, what?
Wow.
What?
Okay.
So pleased that he and the other guys are getting a run at the ball, in all this stuff. And I guarantee you that they're selling okay compared to some of the other stuff on the shelf. That's why they're doing
they already said Daredevil Black Armor #1 already went back for a second printing,
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't even mention. I know we mentioned about this last month, but we forgot to mention JMD, like DeMatteis. He's returned as well, big name.
He did two Ben Riley series, miniseries there,
and they're great. And I also will say, soon to be on the show, Tom DeFalco's Secret Wars book came out, and we did it on the show last week.
Nice.
It's a lot of fun. It's
I liked it.
I liked it too, and the artwork and everything, and just so much fun. Really took me back to that mid-'80s Spider-Man feel. That Secret Wars feel.
Oh, yeah, I missed that one. So what is it? Is it just like a mini? Is it or?
Yeah, it's the same as these other stuff that the guys are doing.
It's like behind the scenes stuff you didn't see during Secret Wars.
Okay.
It's off-panel stuff. It's got stuff with he's just got the black armor and he's doing stuff with Human Torch and et cetera, et cetera. It's fun. It's good fun.
I like the was it the Jerry Duggan issue with Deadpool and he it was during
Deadpool Secret Wars,
That's awesome. That was so cool, because he was there.
That was absolutely great.
That was good.
I love all that stuff. That's all that stuff's a lot of fun.
That's what I mean. Justin, we were talking about last night. I want to talk to DeFalco about so much stuff: Spider-Man, Spider-Girl, Thor,
Dazzler.
Dude, when I got him on the show, he was the nicest guy.
Oh yeah, I hear he's great,
and he was just so happy to talk and stuff. And we talked him dry, the poor guy. But we'll get him on again because you're right. He's just one of those guys who's just got a ton of work, and he also, what I think is really fascinating about him is he ran it for so long as well.
He was an editor. He was the editor too. Yeah,
he had a lot. Yeah, he had a lot of spinning plates, editor in chief. He had to oversee a lot of things, and I think back then as well they were a lot more overlapped, whereas now you have the Spider-Man office and the X-Men office, and they're very much kind of their own thing. But
he seemed like a really good manager of people, and he was quite happy to let people, if they were selling and doing well, he sort of was like, don't mess with the formula, interesting. So we're going to there's going to be part 2 of that conversation. I'm just going to pick up.
But these 2 Scarlet Spider issues, it's like 2 different art teams, but the art is great on both of these.
Both excellent.
Like I said, especially that first issue. I mean, just the part of Kaine leaping at those guys, and then Dave mentioned that splash page.
Pure movie, right? What did they say? The lift's coming down. It's like, I hope it's something nice.
Oh, the guy goes, was it nice up there? And you just hear Kaine go, no, and the doors open. It was naughty, and that's when he starts beating on them.
It's great.
I love that corny Christmas stuff. It's so funny.
It's almost like Die Hard.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's out of Die Hard style stuff.
Exactly. But those splash pages are great. And there's another one in 12.1 where the hand just appeared. It was a whole page where, that was really good as well. I mean, both very different artists, but they convey really good stuff. I'm just kind of thinking again, 12.1, how dark it was. It was like a 14-year-old girl that was just murdered. It was pretty bad stuff.
Well, it happens, man, in real life. Honestly, it gave me shades of even darker than that. The Punisher 6-part of the Slavers, where Punisher basically goes after the same stuff. I mean, look, Garth Ennis takes it even darker, but it's the same basic motif and concept and. I mean, this is something I feel strongly about. I think the cops should be doing a lot more about this, and if not the cops, the armed forces, and really get out there and clean this mess up because it's in every country,
Yeah. I should reread that Garth Ennis run again. I've got the hardcovers. It's just a heavy trip. But
I love it. Yeah, seriously, that was just how I liked it at the time, man. I was like, this is just going just hard. This is finally where somewhere where it's going hard enough for me, Yeah. And but this in one issue, I think, is very damn effective. And I just I feel like, to me, this putting Scarlet Spider in Houston, and actually not having Peter Parker cross over a lot, and I'm sure he will, but it's really worked. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
Creatively. So
yeah, absolutely. There's always a mention of Houston, and like with a strong support cast, which he has, I think that really does help in him not having to lean on the guest appearances and stuff. So yeah, and look, just going back to because I was just thinking about that issue 12.1. I think Yost does really well in in kind of creating that dark tone, but not going too deep and just letting you kind of think about it. There's one line where I think Kaine's like, "Oh, you bastard! You killed a 14-year-old girl," and Tom, the gangster, says, "Oh, look, she's not the youngest one I've killed." So that sort of kind of impression just gives you a really dark kind of look into it. But yeah, no, really good. I'm glad he got his neck snapped at the end.
Oh, he deserved it. Yeah, massively.
Yeah,
hugely. No, it was. Can I ask a question? What is the 12.1 like? I vaguely remember Marvel doing this. Like, was there a reason for that?
I'm not sure. I mean, Marvel did all that with I think most
Marvel
or all their books. Yeah, they did something where everyone got like a 0.1 book. I can't remember what it was.
Okay, but in my mind, when they did that, it was usually like a lesser creative team, but not so in this case. It was the main writer, and yeah, it was cool. Okay,
it's almost as if it was like a little excuse to just tell this a one-off story.
Yeah.
Just like slip it in, and then it won't really disrupt the continuity that much. And you had that last page at the end, the epilogue with the man and the woman who turned into wolf. But other than that, it was all self-contained.
Yeah, it was great, and I can't find Scarlet Spider as Kaine Marvel Legends figure, guys, and I have been trying while we've been talking. So,
do you see? Sure, it exists. Like I've seen it.
No, I've seen it. Hopefully, it's somewhere. But like right now, Dave's at the bottom of the abyss, just searching.
But I mean, the thing about these issues, I think the one overlying theme is like Kaine's finally come to terms with like being a hero, or at least being the protector of Houston, and at the end of that second issue, he even says he's like great power, great responsibility, and more like great power, the ability to rain down hell on these people,
it's great.
Yeah. And the fact that
funny. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Ray. You go ahead.
Oh no, just a quick thing as well. And again, I love the writing. How Kaine also refers to himself as the monster a few times. Like I've got to beat these monsters just like me. So he's got that kind of weight on his shoulders as well. Sorry, Dave.
It's pretty gutsy that they went with Kaine as this character, because he was kind of fairly irredeemable in the Clone Saga, which we read. He was a pretty bad boy. But as you say, they rehabilitate him a little bit in Spider Island. Excuse me, Spider Island, and no, I think it's really cool. I'm so glad we're doing it now, because I would recommend this comic. To
100%.
someone who wanted that Spider-Man Punisher kind of crossover feel. I think he slips right in there, and Phil, I can just see, sent me through a link to the thing. So
I think that's it, Dave.
I agree. I think it's good. You couldn't do this obviously with Ben Reilly. Kaine's definitely the one to pick up this kind of mantle.
Although they did make Ben Reilly a baddie now, right? So.
Oh yeah, well, let's not talk about that. But but Kaine's really, really good, and I think you're right. It is a big ballsy step that they did pick him. But if anyone is to carry it through and kind of make you believe that this is a dark spider person, then Kaine would do it. I mean, Spider-Man's done it as well. We covered that earlier on, didn't we? Phil, with the Spider.
The Spider,
when he was all kind of emo or whatever. But no,
how long did that last? Because I know at the beginning of the Clone Saga, that's what he's like. But how long did that last? Was it like a couple of issues, or was it more?
Yeah, it was only a couple, maybe a couple months. That was it. Yeah, it didn't go too long.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty humorous when he's referring to himself as a spider. Made me laugh.
Oh yeah.
So Phil, I'm doing a bit of catch up. I'm a little bit behind my comics, and I finally was catching up on my Spider-Man titles. And so I'm up to like the end of, was it issue 11 or whatever, of Spider-Man with a Spider Boy, and it's a funny. I don't know, Dave, if you know about this other Spider.
Well, I know about it, and I don't like it. I hate it actually. It's close to the truth.
weird.
I mean, it's Dan Slott getting his way because it's just like Spider-Boy has his own ongoing series now. Like only one issue's been out, but it's
he
just
looks like a manga character. Like he seriously looks like a.
Because I think is it Humberto Ramos who's drawing it? Because that's
I do like.
But it's weird. I didn't realize.
But it's like Slott like jams through like this brand new character gets an ongoing because people were even like, wait a second, this character who you just created is getting an ongoing. We can't get like a Ben Riley ongoing.
Sounds a bit like Naomi to me. Similar.
It does. It sounds a lot like. Is he going to get his own show, which is going to get cancelled after one season? No. I tell you what's hilarious. Do you remember when Disney Plus did this documentary? About Marvel Comics, and one of the episodes was about like Dan Slott taking forever to write an issue.
I saw part of that. Yeah.
What's hilarious was Richard on Signal of Doom just slamming Dan Slott over just multiple episodes. And I was like, Rich, it's just a gag in the show. Like it's just a bit of a running joke. I don't think he's quite as useless as they're showing. Rich was just going to town on him like nuclear style. I don't think we're ever going to get Dan Slott on the show after what Rich finished with him. He was like, he's dead.
Gotta scrub the internet, Dave. No, it's fun. I did see.
Fuck it. Leave it as a reminder. Him and that fucking idiot Akira Yoshida. But basically, it's a reminder that someone's calling them to account.
Yeah. But no, I remember the part I saw. It is funny that they said, Slott's always late with his scripts and stuff. Meanwhile, the artist he was working on, I forget which one it was, but was traveling the country in an RV and could still get his work in on time, even though he wasn't at the office. Dan Slott was at the office every day and couldn't get his stuff in on time.
And by the way, it wasn't like he was punching in pure gold. You know?
Yeah.
Again, very mediocre.
Yeah, Slott's always hit or miss with me. I think the thing I did like with his from Spider-Man was the superior Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah.
Spider-Verse.
Spider-Man, but
good. Yeah.
He's good Spider-Man, but it's also been a while, and I don't know. Like he's got good and bad stuff, but that was funny, that documentary, and Richard's reaction was just classic. He was just so over the top, like he was just swallowing up the fucking story fed to him by Disney Plus as if it was truth. I was like, Rich, I think they might be just building up a bit of a story here. Like I'm not, I don't think anyone could be so hopeless as what we saw in those issues.
So Ray, are you catching up on your Spider-Man because Gang Wars just started?
No. So I went to King's today, Dave, as well. So I picked up my stuff, but I'm still behind. So I'm reading chronologically. But looking forward to it. I've got three covers of Spider-Woman, issue 1, which is good.
Oh yeah, Spider-Woman number 1 came out. That was good.
Bengal. Yeah, it's got a Moon Knight cover as well, which is good. Moon Knight. I'll definitely be reading it. I'm behind on Amazing Spider-Man, so I've just caught up with Spider-Man. But how's it all going?
I mean, it just started this week. Yeah, Spider-Woman number 1 came out. The Luke Cage number 1, that miniseries came out. That was good. Nice. Yeah, and then I think it's a First Strike issue. It's it's basically an extra Spider-Man issue comes out. That was good. Okay. Madam Mask pretty much kicks off the Gang War. So.
Oh,
I like Madam
Mask.
You should read it, Dave. Yeah, I think you'll like how she kind of sneaks
in there. I like Gang Wars. It's looking good. It's just looking good. Just good, honest to goodness.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Spider-Man gang.
And then Daredevil, Elektra is Daredevil. She's getting a mini series in that. Yeah.
Cool. Shang-Chi as well. I saw. I want to get the Luke Cage one because the cover looked awesome. I don't know who the interior artist is, but it looks really good.
Yeah, because he's kind of wants to sneak out there and play hero, but he's mayor, and there's still all these superhero laws against superheroes.
Is he really, Luke Cage?
He's a mayor. Yeah, he's a mayor.
Yeah. He kind of ran after in Devil's Reign because they were trying to get Kingpin out of there because Kingpin was the mayor, so he was like,
Did he use "Sweet Christmas" as a campaign slogan?
I can't remember. He might have, but they were just we gotta get Fisk out of there.
Yeah, he became really straight, full on serious, right? Because he's taking the job really seriously.
It would have been funny if he wore the tiara, on his
the chain belt.
Inauguration day comes out in the full on 70s thing. I like Luke Cage. He's cool.
Luke Cage is cool. Yeah. But no, they're looking forward to Gang War. But yeah, we'll have to see. Back to Scarlet Spider. Anything else that we want to kind of track for there?
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's like we haven't talked a lot about the issues, but they're pretty straightforward. Yeah. I mean, in a good way. Yeah. It's, you know, it's I do love in this issue. I guess you had to do it in that first issue where, you know, Kaine is drunk, because otherwise he would have mopped the floor with these guys in 2 seconds, and you would have been like, well, how do we fill the second half of this issue, you know?
True. Yeah, very, very true.
And do we have a reason for why he's so drunk after 3 beers?
Yeah. Oh, not the reason, but they did mention, you know, your favorite Minimum Carnage and the horrors that he saw. So he was kind of like drowning his.
Well, I think Dave's like, why is he such a lightweight? But I guess maybe he isn't drinking a lot. Yeah. I mean, I mean, genetically, I think they have said like Peter Parker's not like a, you know.
Yeah,
he can't hold his alcohol, so maybe it's just like his genetics. He can't.
Right. Yeah. Okay. And I did like that. They sort of referred to how messed up he was after that Minimum Carnage and seeing like all the miniature world and shit. Like, because sometimes this occurs to me when I'm watching shows, and I wish I wouldn't do it, but like I'm reading a comic book and it's very outlandish at times, and I just think, imagine if this was in real life and you're experiencing this, and it would just be so nutty. You know what I mean? Like, and so they sort of refer to that, which I liked, almost a bit of PTSD. I thought it was
23. Cool. 23 people dead. You know, we talked about the amount.
It still feels low for what we saw.
Yeah, it's still traumatic. Yeah,
I mean, come on, Dave. That story messed us up. I mean, can you imagine living through it?
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Little people coming out of your face. I mean, that's pretty bad.
It's so bizarre. You know, and the death count should have been way higher. They're like 23 died. I'm like, punch it up a bit. Like if you said 230 or something, like 23, like that's an average day at the office for these guys. You know,
maybe that's the point of the low body count, David. Because like if you had said like hundreds or thousands dead, and maybe wouldn't have seemed as real to him. But since it is like 23, like you could actually like he could actually go and like. You know, see pictures of all 23 of those people and just be like, oh.
Yeah.
He goes to the wall. But, I mean, he must have killed 23 people in these.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, did he kill, well, I guess some of those bad guys in the second. No, I don't think he killed anyone. I mean, he cut.
He didn't kill
like Ray said, he cut that guy's nose off, but I don't think he killed anybody.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I wish he had killed them because,
people,
I'm all about it. Like, if you're going to go up against these prostitution rings and stuff, you've got to like lay carnage. You know, seriously, like leave a body count, because otherwise it's just they get up and start again.
Yeah, but is it like if you kill them, their pain's over? But meanwhile, you know, like that second issue, that guy has to live for the rest of his life with no nose.
True. Well, you leave a few like that, but you kill most of them. But you might leave a few like trophies without noses or something. Yeah, sure, okay.
Exactly.
Cut off an ear or two. You know, cut
off a hand. You know, send a message to the rest of the crims. You know,
yeah, that's it, man.
Like I don't think Kaine at this point's going out there looking to kill people, but it's like, you know, if I if I accidentally murder a guy in a rage, you know, one of these bad guys, it's not going to be, you know, I mean, no.
So
offense,
even those hand guys, he was just incapacitating.
No, I reckon he killed them. I thought that they would have like. Well, going up in a puff of smoke.
Yeah, what they usually they're not like technically alive anyway. So if you like stab them, they just like go up in smoke. Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, they're resurrected and all that.
Yeah, there's mystical stuff going on there. So
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you learn something every day. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We what this has shown us, I guess, these 2 issues, and you know, overall, is that we need more Kaine, like in the now, like you know.
Sure. Yeah, bring it on.
Bring him back.
I mean, he does. I mean, again, it's a few years still now, but I mean, he does show up in that Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider series we'll get later on, right? By Peter David.
Yeah, he does. But I mean, as in his own solo title or something. Yeah. That would be.
Bring it on. I'd be totally up for it if that basically happened.
He was good in the Peter David's Scarlet Spider with Ben Reilly. That was really good. He had more of a.
We'll get there.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get there.
He's basically, I'm thinking about it. Scarlet Spider's basically the Red Hood of the Spider-Man.
Very true. Very true. I would say
went over my head.
I love how Ray's like, I don't know anything about that stuff.
No. And
I would say he's better than Red Hood, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I would actually say that. Like, I think Scarlet Spider is a much needed character, and in an era where we're always looking for sort of that gritty kind of anti-hero character, he fills that that spot perfectly.
Well, that's
I'd like to see. I'd like to see a Scarlet Spider, Kaine, Punisher team up.
Oh, yeah. Or even Daredevil. It's some like really street level.
Of course, Ray has to throw in Daredevil. I mean, Daredevil can fucking drive the van, man. Like, let the real man get out there and,
just who you want driving the van, the blind guy.
Jeez,
with his radar sense. No, but how about this? Marvel Knights, Kaine,
Punisher. Ghost Rider.
I'm going to throw Ray a bone. Moon Knight.
Ghost Rider. Yeah.
What a team up that would be.
Blade. Get Blade in there.
Yeah, Blade. Although, Blade needs to up his game after what I witnessed in that last issue that I was
right. Yeah. You're saying that series was not
I will tease Dave next year, Dave, but I think it might be issue 18 of Scarlet Spider that we are going to get a Wolverine team up.
Yes.
Ooh,
yes.
Yeah.
That's what's
Wolvie. Get Chuck Wolvie in there as well.
Throw Wolverine in
there. We're going to get a Wolverine team up here in a few months. So,
like, that's the thing. If you throw all those cool characters in together, they might actually sell a few fucking comics. If you threw all those people in there, but instead it has to be like all the lamos getting issues. But I saw a thing today on Screen Rant before I logged on. It was like, imagine this concept art for the replacement Avengers, and so it took out all the movie Avengers and replaced them with all the shitty, like, modern Avengers. Like, it was like all the fucking C team and stuff. Like, the Black Widow, not Scarlett Johansson, but whoever that other woman is, was right at the back. And I thought it was Scarlett Johansson, but I realized it was the other girl, and the rest of them it was just really bad concept art, like each one taken from their shows. And I was like, what a losing pack.
Yeah, Dave. They should have got Sydney Sweeney to play her sister in the movies. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
They should have had her front and center.
Imagine
wearing very little.
Sydney Sweeney in that Black Widow costume. Come on.
I think Sydney Sweeney would make a good Emma Frost. What do you reckon?
Oh,
yeah.
You're right, Phil. A White Widow should be good as a White Widow as well.
But no, Emma Frost. That's a good
Frost,
pick,
please. Give me more Hellfire Club. I'll be her Sebastian Shaw.
Hell, Dave will be her chair.
Yeah, he'd kiss those fingers, I'm sure.
No, that's good stuff. That's really good stuff. But overall, 8 out of 10. No, 8.5 out of 10.
Oh, nice. 8 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10, yeah.
8.5. I think they're very strong. I think they're very, very strong.
Oh, yeah, and definitely compared to last week, yeah.
Last episode, absolutely. Yeah, I'd agree with Dave. 8.5. These motored along, both of them. They were easy to read. They were lovely to look at. They were just really fun. So, yeah. And contrasting. Two of them are very different stories, but, both very good. So.
Yeah, consistent characterization, as well. So you felt like you're reading the same character. Even though it was different artwork, it felt like a great continuation. And honestly, if I was picking this up on the newsstand, I'd be rushing to buy the next issue next month.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm just going to say as well, before I forget, I wanted to call out Aracelli's powers, it seemed. She instilled fear, remember that, into that Santa guy? I thought that was pretty cool. She started because we know that she can read people's emotions or minds and stuff. I found it really cool when she got into the head of the Santa guy and just made him just freak out. I thought it was good. Sorry.
Oh, that's one of my favorite scenes when the Santa comes in the room and Kaine's sitting there with that Donald guy and Donald goes, "Are you sober yet?" And Kaine just smashes the glass in his hand. He's like, "Okay, you're sober."
Yeah, that was good. So sorry, Phil. What did you make of these issues?
I'd say I either got to go with Dave's 8.5. I might even go as high as a 9 because I really enjoyed these. Yeah.
I would.
And
maybe disagree.
Maybe just the contrast too, because we did turn around this next episode pretty quick after the last one, and compared to last episode's Minimum Carnage. These were such a step above.
Didn't have a hook. The Minimum Carnage. It just didn't have a hook, a good enough hook to it.
Minimum Carnage, minimum interest, basically.
Yeah. Oh, nice. But that's when we jumped on. Yeah, Dave said, I love these.
This is Phil. I'm here to tell you.
So sorry, Dave. Wrong button. All right, but I know, Dave. You were saying these ones were so much better. I said, because it's not part of a crossover. It's just pure, Scarlet Spider.
And I was making a comment, Ray, that isn't it funny sometimes that the crossovers so dilute the individual books? Like that happens so often.
Oh time. Yeah,
Like,
because
they think they're going to sell more books, but in the case of Scarlet Spider, I think it hurt them.
Yeah. It's crazy. No, but this is everything. I guess that's kind of everything wrong with modern comics from the big two, especially Marvel. So many of their crossovers just suck, basically, and they're overly long. But then you get back to the original story and creative team, and they're cooking on all cylinders. So it must be frustrating at times, having to play ball all the time. I know it's a sign of a good pro that you can do it, but there must be times when it is frustrating when you're writing your own character arc and stuff.
And on paper, it should be like a crossover should be able to bring a whole lot more to the table. You know what I mean? There's an opportunity to actually expand and include some characters that you wouldn't usually have. So, like on paper, crossovers should be. But you're right. I mean, they end up being kind of watered down because your favorite book has to cater for like the core book or for another book. Whereas it should be a lot more of a balanced kind of storytelling between all. Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying. It's probably harder to do than to say. But
well, I think we said it last time where it's just like really Kaine didn't get much to do in that crossover either. So
exactly. Yeah, it was more of a Agent Venom.
Yeah.
It's when the story becomes lopsided. That's when crossovers don't work because all you're doing is just taking up real estate elsewhere to tell your story at the detriment of other characters.
Especially when it runs through both books. Both characters should be getting equal share of the spotlight.
Yeah, they should. Anyway.
I love how this became yet another, that Minimum Carnage sucks.
Well, just in case listeners,
yes, in case you missed the last
we had to remind them.
We did, yes.
Look, and to be fair as well, I don't know if I'm stepping on anyone's toes here. Maximum Carnage was a bit of a slog as well. I've just got to say, it was a very long slog. It had some good points, but it wasn't.
I enjoyed it, but it was a lot better than Minimum Carnage, Ray.
So. Oh yeah, it was way too long though.
Let's not try to rewrite history here, Ray. But I hear what you're saying, Ray. I do agree with you. Look, Carnage himself can be a chore. When he stays around too long.
But he can be really good as well, like in small doses. Yeah.
But give me Maximum over Minimum any day, Ray. So
no, give me Absolute Carnage. I really enjoyed.
Oh yeah, that one wasn't bad. Good. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah,
so
really
not too long ago. Yeah.
I agree, Ray. Yeah. Didn't step on my toes too much, Ray.
You're dancing. You're dancing. You didn't step on your toes too much. Yeah. Did you give your grade, Ray?
I went up to that. I said 8.5 as well.
Yeah.
It was
8.5 from us and a 9 from Phil.
Yeah, 9 from Phil. Yeah.
So,
yeah,
we thoroughly enjoyed this one.
Have we closed out another year? Wow.
This will be the last Spider Cast for the year. Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
We'll be back. We're only halfway through the series so far.
Oh, there's plenty ahead.
To come.
Like I said, in January, yes, we'll be doing Scarlet Spider 13 through 15. I know Ray mentioned those people turning into wolves. You know who that's supposed to be, Ray?
Jack Russell? No,
the surviving Lobo brother and a sister.
Oh, wow!
Bringing that back from the 90s, yeah.
Okay, wow, cool.
That's cool.
That's a deep cut.
Which again, I mean, it does make sense. He's in Houston, Texas, and they were originally from Mexico. So
yeah. There's a good Deadpool team up issue, I think, with the Lobo brothers. From memory, I think.
Got to read more Deadpool. Love it.
Yeah, because I don't know if they ever brought back Ed Warren because they did kill him off in that 90s story.
Yeah. Well, kids, make mine Marvel, as I say.
No, Dave. You should be like, here's your tagline, Dave. Make mine good Marvel.
Yeah, good Marvel. Well, I was going to say Marvel back then, not now. Make
running the show. Make mine Marvel 1992.
Exactly. Yeah. Imagine if we ever get Brevoort on the show, and I just go, "Hey, how are you?" And I go, "You're a coward. You're a moral coward." I'd love to see his reaction, just like live, like here. He's just like looking at me with like dead eyes. I'm like, yeah, that's right. Like, you got it.
Oh, I'm sure he's jonesing for that appearance. Yeah.
Showdown for the ages. Yeah.
You're not supposed to tell him ahead of time, Dave. Jeez.
Sorry, I just got a bit excited.
All right. So, yes, again, thank you, gentlemen, for another great year.
Yeah, thank you, Phil.
Yeah, so like I said, eventually we're gonna in a few months here we're gonna get a Scarlet Spider Wolverine crossover or team
Can't
up.
wait!
So,
Cannot wait!
Love it.
Yes.
Dave's gonna love that. That's probably gonna be a 9 or a 10 from Dave.
I'm already feeling it's a 9 minimum, at least.
You'll be reading it already when we switch off.
Come on.
I'll be reading it. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I've got a brief thing. A listener of the show, Brian Biggie at Inner Demons, he reached out and told me Ghost Rider 33 by Garth Ennis. Check it out, Dave. We did it on the show. Incredibly good. The whole history of the Ghost Riders.
Wow.
I want to recommend it to all listeners around the world, gathered around your radios. Ghost Rider 33, the Garth Ennis run. Check it out.
Cool.
Fantastic.
Oh, that's another one. Did you see they're replacing Johnny Blaze yet again with a new Ghost Rider?
Oh,
yeah, with the sort of emo girlfriend of
Is it going to be her? Because I thought they didn't reveal who the new but I figured it was going to be her.
I think they have revealed that it's going to be her. Yeah.
I figured it was going to be her. Yeah,
or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I figured it was going to be her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. She's got a bit of magic already. Anyway.
Yeah.
The Benjamin Percy run. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, has some fantastic covers. Can I just say that?
Yeah. Oh, awesome. Yeah. Absolutely.
I'll be honest. I'm enjoying it more than Brian Biggie, I think, because I've been catching up on it, and I don't mind it. It's not fantastic, but it's pretty good.
I love the horror element of it. Yeah, I think it's good. It's got a dark kind of edge to it.
It should have too. Ghost Rider, man. Yeah. Roaming the highways, dude. Sometimes I feel like I am the rider.
Yeah, they've been spinning into that horror with some of their books, like Ghost Rider. Anyone reading Current Hulk? Yeah. He's like fighting monsters and stuff. Yeah,
because Philip K. Johnson, he's tapping into like American folklore, which is so some of those things are based on like real folklore stuff, which is really good.
Oh, the new issue, it looks like Hulk's about to fight a different version of Ghost Rider. It's like a guy from I guess World War II. Yeah.
Really? I've got to check this out, man. I've got to check this out hardcore. Yeah.
Hulk's really cool. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, there you go. Some decent books from Marvel. What do you know?
Yeah.
Oh, my. All right. So, yes. So I just want to say, thank you, gentlemen, for a good year. Stay tuned, kids. We're going to keep rolling into January. Yeah.
Bring it on.
Good.
All right, send us all your thoughts, kids, all your Scarlet Spider and all your favorite Marvel books. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, find all things Capes and Lunatics, episodes, social media, merchandise. Again, come on, it's December. Pick up some Capes and Lunatics t-shirts or something for your loved ones. Come on. And, of course, subscribe to our Patreon, because once again, remember, it's a multiverse over there, and the one constant is angry little hellfire. So, yes, subscribe to the Patreon.
That doesn't change.
No. So find it all at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. All right. Where can we get the brutal, honest, hard truth on Signal of Doom?
You can get it on Signal of Doom, punching out every week around the globe, signalofdoom.com, but we're on Facebook, we're on X, we're on, are we on Instagram? I'm not even sure if we are, but we're around. And one thing you can do is seriously, check us out at Signal of Doom on Twitter/X, and I put everything up there. And on the Facebook page, we've got a lot of big guests coming. Check us out, me and Rich.
Oh, nice. All right. Ray, you still podcast, right? The Marvel Snap hasn't taken over completely?
Not completely, no. Almost. Wins today were Cable versus Juggernaut. I lost at first, but I come away with the win there. So Cable did the job. But I still, you can still hear me on the air. Recently recorded another Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast episode. We have new Spider-Woman issues to cover with Saren. But you can just catch me. Oh, and also, obviously, Predator. So Predator and Wolverine, Marvel have released that, which is really cool. It seems like the Predator has some sort of connection to Weapon X now, which is really weird. So, yeah, but just catch me on social media at RayRayPod, REYREY Pod. It was just a really nice package. It was a big unit. A big unit.
Yep. That's it. I'm reading that Predator Wolverine too, Ray. It's good.
Yeah, it's cool. The Hard Master. Rumpy Pumpy. Couple of balls down the gob.
Yeah.
That was Ben Reilly.
Oh, yeah, when he shot that impact webbing down
Venom.
Venom's throat, yeah.
That's it.
Another good Scarlet Spider moment. All right, kids, thank you for joining us again. Come back next year. Loaf will be back next week, and then these boys will be back in a month to talk more Scarlet Spider. Scarlet Spider 13 through 15.
Happy 2023.
Remember, kids, spend your holidays punching bad guys in the face. Come back next
Kiss
time.
Marlene under the mistletoe.
Whoa!